Okay. I came to America, as many of you know, I came to America 1996 as just nobody. But at the time, I have no money, no education, no skill, no English. That's how I came to America. And as I live in America more and more years, even though I work so hard, I don't have any asset, but I have only debts. I have more and more problem financially, especially when I have more and more children, I have more problem. So I had to be working more hours and second job, third job. Basically, I was just working by hour. If I need more money, I had to be working more hours. Just simple, very simple life. But when I think about the future, it was so stressful. I thought I don't have any hope. I thought I don't have any future. Even now we are having trouble at the time with all these children financially. But whenever I think about the future, 10 years later, 20 years later, how can I support the family? I'm having second job, third job already. Can I work more hours? No. Am I making more and more money? No. How can I do? I have no idea. So I was totally hopeless. When you don't have a hope, you become like a dead man. But thank God I met Atomy. Now my life is freedom, totally free life. Not just financially, but timely. Think about the life you have money and time at the same time at the same time together. If you have a lot of money, most people don't have time. And if you don't have money, you have a lot of time? No. If you don't have money, you don't have time either. So most people don't have time anyway. And it's either you have money or not. Doesn't matter, you don't have time. But the life with Atomy now, you have financial freedom, but most importantly, you have time freedom too. Think about the life. Imagine your life with money that you need and the time that you could enjoy with your family and you could enjoy your life. Imagine the life. I am living the life right now with my family. Even the pandemic, I even enjoy more time because I have more freedom. I have a big house that I purchased last year. I moved to this house from the rental house that I used to rent right after we lost all the money. Can I enjoy my time without money? No. You have to have financial freedom first, then you can have timely freedom. So if you have both of these, then finally you have true freedom. Otherwise, you are not free. So, and this is the picture on the left side. Whole my family went to Hawaii for Star Master trip. And probably you remember the picture on the right side. I was traveling Canada, doing amazing trip with the people in Canada, with amazing people. Think about this life, not just you are having a good life, but you could give inspiration for people who are poor now. I used to be very poor. You have no idea how poor I was. But now I have a totally different life for only in 10 years. I started from nothing. Actually, I started from negative, minus life. And 10 years later, I'm living a life with no problem, true freedom. This is what you want, right? Our family, this is the picture that we took together. We are so happy now. And especially myself, I'm so glad that I started this business 10 years ago. And I'm so thankful for the person who asked me the question, do you know Atomy? Otherwise, I'll be still working in dry cleaners. I'll be still blaming on others. I'll be still negative about everything. Someone approached me and asked me the question, do you know Atomy? That changed my life. Today, if you are first time to Atomy seminar, I want you to close look to Atomy. And if you do that, that'll change your life also. So how to be successful? First of all, what you have to do is you have to want to be successful. You need to have a desire to be successful. Most people I talk to, they don't want to be successful. And even though I give them a lot of information, they said, oh, I don't think I could be successful. I don't think I could do this. they have so loser-minded. It's not gonna be working for them. Number one, rule number one, have a desire that you want to be successful. If you don't have a desire, no one can help you. I can lead the horse to the water, but I cannot make the horse to drink the water, right? I can give you the information, but you have to drink the water. You have to desire that you want to be successful. That's rule number one. If you don't have the desire, you could just leave the room and live the life you could live. You have to manage your thinking. So there's three different ways to be successful. Ready? Number one, meet rich parents. Did you have rich parents already? Is it easy to meet rich parents? No, very difficult because you don't have choice. And once you're born, you don't have choice. Number two, meet rich spouse. Did you meet a rich spouse? Most people around us, they're not rich. If they are rich, you cannot meet them. So these two options is not for us. Probably for someone, maybe 1 or 2% in this room, but most people not. So what is the third option? You become successful. So out of these three options, which one is the easiest? If you are married already, probably you don't have choice already. Only choice you have right now as a married person, you have to be successful person. You are the only one who could change your life. No one else can help you now, right? So what do you have to do? Number one, get a job, employee, and self-employed. Either of these, both of them, you have to basically trade in your time to money, right? So if you need more money, just like me, 10 years ago, if you need more money, what I have to do? I have to work more hours. I have to get a second job, third job. But how many hours do you have? Not many. You have only 24 hours and you have to go to sleep. You have to take a rest. You have to unwind. You cannot be rich by just working your hours for money, right? Third option is business owner. Become a business owner. You know, ever since I came to America, many people told me, hey, Jason, if you want to be rich, you have to do your own business. But was it possible for me to own my own business? No, it wasn't possible because like I said in the early time, I didn't have any money. I didn't have any skill. I didn't have nothing. So can I start my own business? Wasn't possible. Last option is become an investor. If you want to invest, what do you need first? You need to have money first. So if you don't have money, you cannot become an investor. So most people work hard, save enough money, and they invest. But it's not that easy either. So what do we have to do? We have to understand about atomy. Atomy is the option. And I said atomy is the only way for poor people, especially for poor people, right? Especially for ordinary people like me. I'm not smart person. I didn't have any special skill. I'm not special. But when you meet atomy, you will become successful. So you have to understand what is atomy, right? When you talk to people, usually they have no idea. So how do you have to explain about atomy? Atomy is a distribution company. It's just like a Walmart, Costco, and Amazon. These are all distribution company, but Atomy is just another distribution company. It's not weird company. Just because we are network marketing company, they have negative perspective, but we are basically selling the products from manufacturer to consumers, right? Nothing special, nothing weird. We are just another distribution company selling the product from manufacturer to consumers. Nothing's wrong, nothing's weird so far, right? But what is so special about Atomy? We are selling daily necessity products with the absolute quality with absolute price. So let me ask you something. Would you give it a try if I introduce a better quality with a better price than something you use already? For example, toothpaste. Let me introduce Atomy toothpaste. This is a better quality and better price. Would you give it a try? Most people who trust me, they want to try, right? People who didn't trust me, they didn't want to try. You know, I have a 6 times experience with other network marketing before. So guess what? Those people, when I approached earlier, they didn't even want to listen to me anymore. Why? Because I've been approaching them so many times. with other network marketing company products. Those products that I was approaching with was not absolute quality, not absolute price. I used to say this quality is really good, but the price is really high. So I have to be very, very good at explaining about the products so that they want to make this product. But after I sell once, they usually don't want to try again because it's too high price. And they don't want to even recommend this product to other people because they cannot even afford this product. Can they recommend to someone else? No. So I had to be chasing people over and over and over again. And finally, what I found was after doing 6 network marketing before, I figured myself, I lost my time, I lost my money, and I lost a lot of friendship. One day I was walking down the street and I saw one of my friends. He was one of my member from other network marketing company, and I know he saw me. All of a sudden, turned around and walked away from me. And I was thinking to myself, wait a minute, what's going on here? I know he saw me and he's my friend, and he didn't want to talk to me anymore. And then I start to think, what's going on here? So after that day, I thought to myself of what I was doing, and I gave up all this network marketing. So, and then I said, I never want to do this network marketing again because it was too hard. But think about it. If you have better quality with a better price, what's going to happen? Once you introduce to people, they want again and again and again voluntarily. They want the product. Only thing that I had to do was just let them try the product. And after they try, they want to buy again and again and again. So it's not about selling the product. It's about how you inform to people. Once you inform the information right way and they understood about the product and about the quality and about the price, they want to buy again and again. That's the driving force of Atomy. That's all about Atomy. We are selling daily necessity product with absolute quality, with absolute price. That's it. That's the Bible. We don't need anything else more, right? So for our consumers, they are getting benefit by just using our product, right? And we don't have any advertisement fee and no store fee, no maintenance fee, no headache. When you do Atomy business, no headache. You know, the company, they does everything for us. And if you want to become a member, no membership fee, no monthly quota, no annual fee, no website fee, no fee whatsoever. When I was told about this, I said, no way. Is it really no way? This is yes way, you know. This is the only way to go to the future. Otherwise, all other network marketing company has a membership fee, monthly quota, annual fee, website fee. If they do have these options, they are all stopping. They are all decreasing their volume now. So if you become a member, if you enjoy our product, once in a while, you're gonna get a commission, right? So basically 35% of our revenue comes back to as a commission, right? And then that has an opportunity to give you a passive income. You know, when I understood about this passive income, I was totally blown away. You know, think about the situation. I was working hard, day and night, making little money. All I want to do was just take a rest and just enjoy my time without having anybody tell me what to do. You know, I just want to be free. But if you want to be free, relaxing, taking just rest, going to vacation, just staying home, doing nothing, can you have income? No. Then how can you live a free life like that? Only way is to have a passive income. So when I understood about the passive income that I could earn through this absolute quality with the absolute price, I was totally blown away. I was so touched that I could have an opportunity to do this business and make a passive income finally. When I was totally blown away, I was totally crazy about this business, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna do this business and I'm gonna get the freedom with this passive income that comes to me every single week, every single month, every single year until I die. And then this goes to my children. Did you see my beautiful children? They don't have any problem about this whole chaos world. So Passive income is the only income that you want to make. Because look at outside right now. There used to be a famous restaurant, used to have a lot of customers making a lot of money. They are closed. They used to be people who have a very good business with a consulting business. They don't have business. Whatever income they used to make, they lost the revenue and they lost the income. But for us, people who started this business with Atomy, they are enjoying a passive income and they love to enjoy now, right? Think about it. So passive income is the key. And we are global one server. Whole world is connected, right? America, Canada, and 14 countries doing this business. 14 countries. And we are counting more countries like China opening very soon. Colombia opening very soon. India is coming. Turkey is coming. England is coming. German, France, a lot of countries coming. South Africa, South America, whole world is coming. New Zealand is coming. Whole world is coming to Atomy. And what is so exciting about Global One Server? Because we have unlimited levels. You know, how many people did I sign up? Yeah, I signed up hundreds of people. But did I sign up all my members that I had today? No. I have more than 150,000 or 160,000. I have no idea how many people I have under me, but I didn't sign up them all. Who signed all these people? Not me, right? Because we have unlimited levels. This is the powerful, one of the most powerful feature of Atomy. I signed the people, of course. And out of these hundreds of people, only like 20 people start this business. And they sign up their people, and they sign up their people, like that. It kept going on and on and on. Now I have a partner from whole world. I have partners every single country. So Global One Server with unlimited levels, you have more powerful, more ability people will come under you. So you don't have to be a special person. You don't have to be a capable person. Just be a person who wants to be successful. And then another thing is we have ceiling, cap, limited income system. Think about it. We have ID number one. He has whole Atomy members under his partners. Does he make more money than us? No. Finally, we'll meet on the ceiling. Everybody will be meeting on the ceiling. Then we'll be making exactly the same amount of money, right? Think about a lot of people making money to have a freedom, financially and timely. And imagine the world, you know, that gives me a goosebump. And lastly, Atomy have a system. If you can learn how to drive a car, you could learn how to be successful through Atomy, right? You don't have to be a special person to learn how to drive a car. Just listen to the instructor and follow and keep practicing. Then you will be driving a car. In the beginning, you are nervous, right? Every time you make a turn, you are nervous looking left and right, maybe 10 times, 20 times before you make any turn. And whenever you change a lane, you are so nervous. But now look at yourself. You are driving with one hand, receiving focus. Don't do that, but you know, eating sandwiches, putting makeup on your face, right? Once you get used to it, right, it just becomes part of yourself, right? Driving a car is just part of your body now. Atomy system is similar to that. Only thing that we are asking is plug into the system. That's the only thing that you could be successful. Understand about Atomy, and once you understand, you're not doing this business alone. We are doing this together, just like we are doing a Zoom meeting with Canadian people and my team all together listening to me, and that's the system. Probably this is what you've been telling your members over and over and over again, but maybe they don't understand. Why do we need this system? Because we need to tell, I need to tell my partner by somebody else. We want them to listen to somebody else than me. That's our system. So we invite them to a seminar and let them to listen to somebody else. I used to tell them so many times, but they didn't understand. But when a leader from Korea came to United States and they say something, they say, oh, that's right. Why, Jason, why didn't you tell me this before? What are you talking about? I told you this 100 times. You don't realize. But whenever they listen to third person, they understand better. That's the system. We make them to listen to somebody else, right? So think about it. Probably Angela Yu, she is an amazing product presenter. So instead of me explaining about the shampoo, who explains better? Angela Yu explains better. So all I have to do is make my member to come to this seminar and listen to Angela Yu, right? And instead of me giving the vision speaking to my partner, I invite them to this seminar to listen to Nami Lee Royal Master. That's our system. So making your body into our system every time, right? Make sure your body is here and listening to our speech, listening to somebody else's testimonial, right? If I tell my partner to take a him or him, probably they think, hey, you asked me to take the him or him because you want to make money. But if they listen to somebody else giving testimonials about him or him, the benefits they got because of the him or him, they say probably, oh, I want to try that, right? That's the system. And every time you meet people, trying to make them to become member, trying to make them to be inspired, trying to make them to be motivated, it's not that easy. But whenever they make you feel bad, that's when you have to come back to our system. That will motivate you so that you could go out to talk to them again and again. That's the system, right? System is something that we have to call the people who wants to be successful together and surround us with the same kind of people. You know, let me tell you something. After we finish our Zoom meeting, I want to do something. Take 5 people that you know that most you want to hang out with, right? 5 people's name on the paper. And then what you have to do is write down their income. You don't have to be exact. You don't have to write down the exact income. Just write down the income that you think how much they are making. Write down the numbers, 5 of them, right? And add all this income and divide by 5, right? This is your future income. So what does that mean? If you hang out with the ordinary people for 5 years, that's how you're gonna end up. But if you hang out with the successful people, if you hang out the Royal Masters, if you hang out with the Royal Leaders Club, and your sponsor who wants to be successful together, 5 years later, you will be one of them. That's how the system works. We are creating inner circle for those people who wants to be successful. So what kind of people can join our system? Everybody. Everybody. We are welcoming everybody. We are inviting everybody. Only people who's not coming here is the people who doesn't want to come here, right? Who doesn't want to be successful? If you want to be successful, come our system and hang out with these people who are desiring and striving to be successful. That's the secret of making success. You know, let me give you a secret. When we have started this business in America with Atomy, we didn't have any system. After 2.5 years later, the Royal Leaders Club member from Korea, they start to come to America, giving us the speech from city to city. You know, I volunteered to company with them. I drive cars, you know, giving them the ride, do all the chores for the speaker. And I speak to them and I talk to them and I get lessons. 4 years later, I became Leaders Club member. Another 2 years later, I became Royal Leaders Club member. So think who you want to hang out with. Write down the name and roughly write down their income. And add all these 5 people's income and divide the 5. This is average income, right, of them. That'll be your income in 5 years later. So system is the key success secret of Atomy. And I call this success generalization. What does it mean? This means anyone who never skip our system and never become lazy, you will be successful. It doesn't matter who you are. You know, you don't have to be a special person to be successful in Atomy. If you have a strong desire like me, you know, you're going crazy about the passive income and you are crazy about the freedom that you want to have, then you will be successful in Atomy. So, like I said, I was totally crazy about my success at the time 10 years ago, and then everything became easy. So many people ask me, hey, Jason, how did you success? How did you make a success? I said, I don't know, sir. I don't know, man. I don't know how I made the success, but when I think to myself, probably I was too crazy to remember everything. Of course, I remember certain things, you know. When I started this business, I was so poor. I had nothing. So I skip so many lunches and my stomach make a sound because I'm hungry, right? Then if my stomach is making sound, I even raise my voice so that no one can hear my stomach. I had to drive 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours, sometimes 17 hours and no place to sleep because I don't have money. Only place I was able to sleep was my car. So I slept so many nights in my car. And when I drive, I don't have gas money, so I had to save every single drop of my gas. So I had to, you know, put in neutral when it goes downhill. I did every single thing that I could do to save my money and continue doing acting business. I did so many things like this, but none of them was giving me pain because I was so crazy. Imagine you are running a store and a lot of customers keep coming, just keep coming, making you so busy, but you are making so much money and you skip your lunch. Did you feel hungry? Because you are so busy, you have no problem. But when you are so slow, the store is so slow, nobody's coming in, you just sit there, no one to talk to, then you feel hungry a lot, you feel tired a lot, right? So if you are so crazy about atomy, you're not gonna feel any pain. If you feel pain, that's the time you have to come back to our system and get motivated again. I listened to our CEO CD so many times. I listened to our Dr. Lee's CD so many times while I was driving. That was my time making myself motivated. I cried so many times while I was listening to our CEO because I could feel his heart. And I was thinking to myself, you know what? Someday I'm gonna help people like he's helping me to be motivated. Making me to stand up again and go out, talk to people again. He was helping me so many times through his city. 37 million people lost their job. That's more than half of Korean population. I think most of the workable people in Korea lost their job in America in 2 months because of the coronavirus. More than 100,000 people passed away because of the coronavirus. The coronavirus is making so big problem. You know, think how fast the coronavirus is traveling, right? It was only a couple months ago, but now it's all over the world. So what do we have to do now? We have to create a happy virus, Atomy happy virus. I remember every morning when I was developing Atomy business, I was crying every morning because I don't know why people don't understand me. Every morning, I had to remind myself with my goal, success. At the time, my first goal was making $10,000. And I was shouting to myself by looking at the mirror, hey, Jason, you will be making $10,000. Hey, Jason, you will be making $10,000. $10,000, 10,000, 10,000. That's every time I was shouting to myself, looking at the mirror. And I make my smile like this. Even though I was crying, I was smiling. And I was laughing like this. I've been making success. I'm making $10,000, making myself a happy virus. This happy virus is contagious. If you have a strong virus, it's highly contagious. If you have a weak virus, it's not contagious. Would you like to have a strong happy virus or a weak happy virus? Atomy people need to make a happy virus now. If you don't make a happy virus now, who will make a happy virus? No one can make a happy virus. Only Atomy people can make happy virus. You are the one, is the original of the happy virus. You should start every morning with a happy virus. Give yourself a strong happy virus of making big laughter and look at anyone and make a laughter. Give them beautiful smile, making them contagious to you. Your happy virus, Atomy virus. We know from the history, the strong people used to rule the world, but later, smart people rule the world. Whoever has higher adaptability will rule the world. The world is changing, but we don't know how it's gonna be. No one knows how the world will be in the future. Nobody knows. Only people who can adapt whatever the situation will be successful. So you have to have a highly adaptable situation, making yourself to adapt whatever changes comes to you, right? That's what you have to do. So go to SNS, social network service, right? Social media like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. But anyway, make a change. Make a change. So we know also from the history, last 100 years has more changes than last 1,000 years, and last 10 years has more changes than last 100 years. And so we know your 5 years from now on will have bigger changes on your life than your 20s, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, probably 60 years, or even 70 years. You're gonna have bigger changes than these years. I hope you make a success, because success is not an option anymore. I truly realize, especially these days, if you're not successful, you will be painful. If you're not successful, you cannot help anybody, maybe not even yourself, right? How can you help any others? But when you become successful, if you have a financially timely freedom, you have no problem. You have no problem. Whatever situation we have, no problem. Atomy has to be proven business. Even pandemic, we are growing. Even Cambodia, we are making success. We are going into every single country. A lot of people from each country, they are waiting for us. We know, especially these days, when we have a trouble like this, Atomy shines more, right? We found Atomy shines even brighter, even especially these days. So we are so blessed to know about Atomy. Imagine your life in 5 years. What kind of life do you want to live? Do you want to live a beautiful life with enough money that you could enjoy and all the time that you could enjoy? Imagine the life. You could be, maybe you cannot travel much, but you could enjoy all the time, all the success together, balanced life. Imagine every morning, imagine every time you go, before you go to bed, imagine the life. If you can imagine, right, then that will give you dopamine, and that start to change your life. So imagine it and write it down. I give you 2 homework today, right? Write down 5 people's name. That was first homework. And second homework is this: write down the 2 goals, at least 2 dreams that you want to live, and then put a date on it. And then after you do this, you have to make it action. The first action you have to do is do the homework that I just gave you. Write down 5 people's name with the income, and write down your goal with the date. This is the first action you have to take. And then write down the action plan and make an action. That's how you make a success. I don't know how I talk, but I give you all my story and all the emotion that I got. And I certainly want to open my heart, and I want to show you Atomy is the only tool for everybody these days. Look at outside. So many people are suffering because of the problem. We used to know that people, the signal of this problem, people was talking about, hey, the world, what is it, the industry revolution 4.0 is coming. The online world is coming. They used to say this. That was the signal. But because of the coronavirus, all of a sudden, everything changed in one time. So we know they are waiting for you, because everything has to go on to online. If they don't have online system, they are losing big time. Atomy is the only hope for people who doesn't have hope. So it's our turn to talk to people. We are blessed already because we know about Atomy. So it's our turn to talk to people about Atomy, and they are waiting for you. So go out there, talk to people about Atomy. It's okay. You don't have to know everything. Just keep talking. How well you're talking, it doesn't matter. How many times to talk to people, that's what matters. So keep talking every day. Keep coming to our seminar, keep coming to our system, and make a success in 5 years. Thank you very much, everyone.